That's my dad spreading some chicken shit on the field. There's my dad. He's gonna be calling me here in a little bit like, hey, where are you heading to? And I'll be like, Dad, I'm heading to Spray. That's where I'm heading to. It don't matter what field I pull in on, it's gonna get sprayed. He's calling me. He's wondering where I'm headed to. Hey guys, how's it going? Long time no see, but we're back. We're attempting to spray today. So it's been a hectic morning. We are still trying to get everything ready to go. We had to get all the chemicals loaded up on the truck, that kind of stuff. I just changed or cleaned the filters out on this rig because I don't remember the last time I did that, but we got that done. So now I'm gonna finish dumping the rest of the water that is on this sprayer, and then I got a couple little things I want to do, like change this tube, the sight tube, because you can't see in there worth a darn. So we'll get that changed. But it's like, I feel like we ain't got nothing accomplished today, because I was coming in this morning thinking we were going to spray, and here it is like noon and we're not spraying. All right, let's get down here and get this dumped. Maybe I need to turn it. Hold on. Technical difficulties. You gotta turn this on. That's the main shut-off valve for the tank. But that's just water. It's done been rinsed like several times. So I'm just dumping the water out of it and starting fresh. Rip this off. Holy smokes, I feel like it's been a long time in the making today, but we are full on chemicals. We're filling up with fuel. The other sprayer's filling up and we are rolling out to get some sprayed. I don't even know if it's too wet. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too wet. Hopefully it's not, so we can smoke some acres today. But it felt like by the time we got the tank, or the tanker unwinterized and the sprayer's ready to go and filters checked and pumps back out to the pond and the right chemicals on the truck, it just felt like that took forever. So it is what it is. We're ready to roll out. And just like that, we are headed onto the road, ladies and gentlemen. Z's and Zers, if that's what you go by, I guess, but here we go. I love when you just slam the hydrostat all the way forward and it's like, I love that sound. Best sound. Even made it down a mile down the road yet. Look at this. There's my dad. That's my dad spreading some chicken shit on the field. There's my dad. He's gonna be calling me here in a little bit like, hey, where are you heading to? And I'll be like, Dad, I'm heading to Spray. That's where I'm heading to. It don't matter what field I pull in on, it's gonna get sprayed. He's calling me. He's wondering where I'm headed to. Oh, it's a little bit later than last time you see me. We've already sprayed a full load off and went and filled because I was in patches and just like constantly doing ends. Let's see, I've been spraying for about 4 hours now, and I just set my first AV line. So yeah, we were in some serious patches there for a little bit, but we're finally rolling good here. I mean, not really rolling great, just because, you know, it's a little wet on this speed disc ground, like right around the trees and stuff. Kind of want to watch what you're doing there, just a little bit. Booms back to the ground. This is just me. I mean, just my opinion. Because when we're doing burn down like this and there's not crop in the field, I normally take 2 passes around the ends, just because, like, I mean, every single nozzle will individually shut off in this sprayer, so it's really nothing to just take another pass around the field, and it makes it a lot easier on the guy turning on the ends to turn perfect every time, you know? You don't have to be dead on the money every single time. So when we're not in crop spraying, I like to take 2 passes, but that's just me. We'll get this doggy rolling here. I don't know if we're quite in the conditions for some 23-mile-an-hour running, but I have been cranking out like 20 mile an hour at, you know, which 20 mile an hour, you are bugging across the field. One thing I don't like about this sprayer is the guidance is running the Pro 700, and then everything else is run on your Ravens here. I kind of wish it was all just on the Ravens, because I like the Ravens system. And the Miller we got, the guidance is ran on the Ravens system, and it works just fine. There you go. High speed. On this side you might be able to see the spray a little bit better. It's got a little blue tint to it. So I've been told. I can't tell because I'm colorblind, so I've been told it's got a blue tint. Should I just send it through this puddle? It don't even look that wet. Jeez, oh jeez. We're not gonna risk it today. Maybe another time. I don't think Papa would be impressed if I went ahead and sent this through there. And he really wouldn't be impressed if I got stuck. So we'll just play it safe today. And the 24-mile-an-hour spraying got the best of me, because we need another fill. Oh well. Now we're finally getting across some acres. We got out of the patches, got in the nice square running, and it's amazing what you can get across in square big fields. You just fly through the product. And luckily this time I remembered to turn my sparge down, which is if you've never really been around a sprayer, your sparge is what mixes the liquid kind of inside of your tank. Basically a pipe that runs through there with holes through it, and it just stirs up runs the product in, shoots it back out, stirs up the whole tank, makes sure your chemicals and everything stays mixed. But depending on what you're spraying, like what chemicals you're using, if you don't turn that back down, it'll foam up like crazy when you get down to like the last 100 gallons or so. And then yeah, that will cause, when you're filling up, you'll have a ton of foam in there then, and it'll just spray out everywhere. Which luckily, I remembered to turn that off this time. Last time, I did not remember to turn that off. And I had a ton of foam in the tank, but I don't think I should have a ton of foam in there. It's kind of a pain in the butt to remember, because sometimes it'll kick you in the butt, and sometimes it will not. One of them things. But we're rolling up here to fill here. Pretty sweet. We got a guy to run our truck today. Back in the fall when we were doing burn down, we just had the two guys that were spraying, me and Brandon, and we had to move our own truck around and stuff, and it sucked. But someone wrote something inappropriate on the back of the truck. He wiped it off. He was laughing about it there. But yeah, it's pretty nice spraying when you got someone to run your tender truck for you, because then you don't even have to get out. You just sit in the sprayer and finally get a break. Because, you know, like when you're spraying, if you've never sprayed, like it's hard to understand, but like even when you're not set on an AB line, you really got to be on top of your game in the sprayer, just because there's 120-foot booms and so much stuff to watch out for. So you really don't hardly get a break, even with an AB line set. Make sure we pause that. You guys aren't allowed listening, but I guess that's all she wrote for tonight. We're rolling out, heading back to the shop. We're gonna park them inside for the night, just because, I mean, it's still getting cold at night here, cold enough to freeze at least. So yeah, so it was a decent day. Not our most productive, with having to get everything set up and chemicals on the trailer and all that stuff, but I mean, we had a pretty decent day. Got more done right now than we did this morning, so here we go. I just got to thinking about it, but I should have went ahead of him, because that sprayer at 4430 is a little bit faster than this sprayer, just like a tad, and that would have aggravated him. I definitely should have went ahead of him. Oh well. We're back to the shop. We'll roll them in here. The other sprayer beat me back just by a tad, but I guess that's what you want, so he can have it all opened up and ready for me when I roll in. I got caught in like 3 red lights that he didn't catch, and I ran into all the stupid drivers that didn't know how to pull off the road. So that's why I'm so far behind. But see, if I beat him in, I would have had to open everything up. Smart. Big brain moves only. And we gotta shut this dude down. Exit out of there. Turn our flashers off. And the garage door is going back up behind me. Maybe I'm not in far enough. I don't know why the garage door went back up behind me. Maybe I'm in far enough now. We barely move forward. Power the old Ravens down. Yes, I'm sure I want to shut it off. And boom, there's a day spraying.